Hey, what's going on? My name is Dustin. I'm the host of the Detail Spot podcast. And in this video, I'm going to answer the top questions that I get from other auto detailing business owners within the industry. These are some questions that I get on a pretty regular basis. So you may be having these same questions as well, and I'm going to answer them in this video. Before we get started, if you're an auto detailer who currently owns a detailing business or is looking to start a detailing business, I want to invite you to join the detail community. This community is going to have all of the resources that you need to take your business to that next level so that you can start making money and so that your business can start making money. It's going to show you click by click and step by step what to do in your business so that it really speeds up the growth so you don't have to wait years to have success in this industry. The coolest part is it is only $37 a month. That means for what you would pay for a bottle of Tire Shine, you can get access to this, which is going to show you how to make way more money every month. So start taking your business to the next level today by clicking the link in the description, or you can go to thedetailcommunity.com/join. I cannot wait to see you inside. I cannot wait to connect with you more in there, and I cannot wait to see your business evolve. So in this video, I'm going to answer some of the top questions that I get asked from other detailers within the industry. And the first question that I get asked a lot of the time is, how much should I charge? And I'm actually going to go against the grain on what others say within the industry on this one. A lot of detailers say start really high with the price point. Charge this. This is what the going rate for this service is now. You should be charging that. Anything less, you're making the industry look bad. I hear that all the time. And what's so sad is those detailers are telling other detailers that. But those people who are saying that have been in business for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. They're telling someone who has not been in business very long. So if you're a new detailer and you're just starting your detailing business, or if you've been in business maybe 1 to 3 years and you're looking to get busier, if you are a new business, you can't charge at the highest price possible. It's just not possible because you don't have reviews. You don't have a reputation yet. You don't have the exposure that those other businesses have. So contrary to belief, I would actually say charge lower and work your way up. Now, I don't mean charge so low that you're not making money, because you're not in business to not make money. So I don't mean charge $50 for a 3 to 4 hour service. I mean charge something that is lower than the average and work your way up. You don't have to stay at that price point forever. You can charge that and then go up from there. So, when to go up is another question is, when you have enough reviews, when you're competitive with your reviews. If you have a company who has 50 reviews, these other detail shops have 50 reviews, and you may have 5 to 10, wait till you get within close range when it comes to reviews, when it comes to ranking online, when it comes to, how many inquiries you're getting in. When you start growing in those departments, then you can start raising your prices. So for an example, if I were to actually throw a number out on what to charge, let's say a full detail that takes 3 to 4 hours. That does not include stain removal, shampooing, just a basic interior, basic exterior, and maybe like an entry-level paint protection. So maybe like a sealant on the exterior that lasts maybe 3 months, that is easy to apply. Let's say that package takes you 3 to 4 hours. I would say maybe start around the $150 to $200 mark. That's a good starting point that you can go up from there. Anything less, you start cutting into where you're not really making any money. So I don't mean, when I say start low, I do not mean start at $50 or $75 for a 4 hour service. You're working like a dog for nothing at that point. So charge, what you're worth in some light, but you can't charge, that $400 for a 4 hour service when you're just starting. So contrary to belief, I say start lower and then work your way up from there. So the second question that I get asked a lot is, how do you stay busy consistently? How do you keep your schedule full ahead of time? And the way to do that is by putting in the work on things like social media, your website, Google, and be on every platform possible. That means Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Google My Business, have a good website. All 5 of those things are really going to contribute to where you get leads coming in. And if you're on all of those and you put good amount of work in on all of those, then you have 5 different chances to have clients coming in. So you have 5 different places to find clients. So when you put in the work on those things, don't expect them to be overnight. These are things that, like Google and SEO and your website, those are things that you do now and you see results 5 months from now. So if you're looking to have a busier winter, you're trying to eliminate some of that slow period when it comes to next winter, start in March on these things. Put in the work while you're busy so that when you're not busy, you'll actually start seeing the results of things that you put in on social media, put in on Instagram, Facebook, your website. So put in the work now, regardless if you're busy or not, see results later. And these things, if you just jab at those things little by little, put it on your schedule daily to put in a little bit of work on growing your brand on social media. When it comes to social media now, stop doing everything that other detailers are doing. Create a personal feel on Instagram or Facebook. Create that connection with your followers or people who like your page. Try to make it a personal feel. People like to do business with people. That's something that not a lot of detailers are doing. Other detailers are just posting pictures of the car they detailed and that's it. They think if they posted that day, they're completely fine. The sad part with social media is posting just isn't enough. You have to engage with other people. You have to, try to send messages to other people, try to build a personal connection. If you can get that personal connection built, then you are more likely to get the business from that person. So put in the work on social media, build connections on social media, put in the work on your SEO on your website. And if you don't know how to build a website, then inside the detail community that I mentioned earlier in this episode, there's a full course that's going to show you step by step how to create a professional website so that you can start ranking online. You can create a website that looks better than your competitors, but you do need a website. And when you start putting the work in now, you're going to see the results later and you're going to thank yourself that you did put in that work, 5 months ago or 4 months ago, 3 months ago. So to stay busy ahead of time means you have to put the work in ahead of time. And the third question that I get asked a lot is, what advice do you have for us detailers? What do you have for other detailing business owners? And my biggest advice, and it's something that I did not do in the beginning stages, was capture contact information. The best way to look at this is every client that, even if they don't book with you, every client that even asks for a price. So if they call you, text you and say, how much do you charge? First information you need to gather from them is their name, phone number, and email. Gather those, put those in your contact list, put them in your database. Every client that books with you, put them in your database. So now as you build up that contact list, that is going to be the most valuable thing that you can own in your detailing business. Because the best way to look at this is, let's say you have 2 rooms. So I'm going to use like a little analogy here. You have 2 rooms and you're a live speaker and you're trying to sell something in this live speech that you're giving to these 2 rooms. In one room that you're talking to is your social media. And let's say you have 1,000 followers on your social media, but only 200 of those people are interested in what you have to offer. So the other 800 are just kind of there. They're not going to purchase anything from you. They're not going to ever buy anything from you. So that's kind of how social media works, is because you could have 1,000 followers, you could have 5,000 followers, but not every single one of those people are going to see what you have to post. They're not going to see, or they may not even be interested in what you have to offer. So you're speaking to 200 out of those 1,000. Let's say in the other room, you have 1,000 people that are contacts that you have on your contact list. Those are 1,000 people that are all interested in. Those are 1,000 people who have inquired about your service. So they're interested in detailing. Those are 1,000 people who have already used your services. So you've already had the chance to show them what you have to offer. So those are 1,000 people that are actually interested in. So when you're talking to those 2 rooms, comparing social media to your contact list, which one of those rooms do you think is going to have a higher conversion? I would say the people in the contact list. And that doesn't mean not put in work on social media. It does. It means you need to be everywhere, but that contact list is going to be the most valuable thing that you can build over time in your business. So that's the biggest advice that I would give to any detailer. And it's something that I wish I'd have done earlier on. I didn't start doing that till about, 2 years after I started. So that's 2 years worth of people that I can resell to. And what you do with those contact lists is you run text campaigns, you run email campaigns, so that whenever, you're slow or whenever you are trying to fill things on your schedule, you could add that to your monthly schedule. Your agenda of something to do is run a text campaign, run an email campaign to my contact list. Do that on a regular basis. And those people are more likely to buy from you than any other marketing strategy that you could do. Those are even better than paid ads, in my opinion. So that's my biggest advice to any detailer out there, whether just starting, been in business for years, whatever the case is. Owning your contact list and building that up over time is so freaking important. So hopefully you got something from this episode. If you did, if you have something, if I answered one of your questions, put it in the comments on which one I answered and which one that you are looking forward to implementing in your detailing business. And if you are new to the channel, or if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any future videos and so that you don't miss any content that comes from this channel. If you are on Apple Podcasts or Spotify and you're listening to this podcast episode and you got something from it, or if you are enjoying the content that's coming from this channel, make sure to leave a review. It's going to greatly help the channel grow so that we can reach other detailers as well. And I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in again. It truly means the world. Without you guys, none of this would be possible. I would not be creating content for you if you didn't tune in on a regular basis. So again, I appreciate you so much. And as always, if you ever have any questions or just want to connect with me, and always feel free to shoot me a message on social media. I answer all my DMs and I look forward to connecting with you there. And I'll catch you guys on the next episode of the Detail Spot Podcast.